Hello everybody, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to create the notification that happens when you accept the lease and pay for it. Or we're also going to do the paying for it because I think right now we only just accepting the lease. I don't think we're doing the payment yet, but I'm not sure. But we're going to check. If we don't do the payment, we're going to do it. But we also want to show the what you call it, the widget, the notification widget, and also the eviction note when you try to, if you didn't pay your bill and then you're trying to open the door, we need to show an eviction notice. Okay. And today as well, we're gonna start working on the business side of things, because for right now, let's just take a break from the apartment, because there's a lot of things we have to add to this. But let's just take a break from the apartment and work on something else, because I know we still have the house side of things we can work on. I mean, yeah, because let's say buy. Now you're able to go. Yeah, all of these things are still working. Hopefully, they're still working for you, right? And after we work on the business and we get so far ahead, we're going to start working on the ability to place furniture in the house. The reason why I wanted to work on the business is because the feature I want to create is, let's say you go to a store and you order some stuff for your house. I want the stuff that you order to be delivered to your house. And we will get into the AI driving the car and bringing the stuff to your house, and then you come in and pick them up, and then now you can go and place them in your house. Okay, so for today, we're just going to start working on the business side of things. And if you guys have any idea of some sort of business that you want to see, but right now I know I have a few in mind. But if you have any ideas of certain type of business you want to see in the game, leave it in the comment, and please try to describe excuse me, what the business should look like and how it should work, because I don't know. But the more you tell me what it is that you want the business to be, the more I can try to implement your idea and give you credit for the information. Okay, so right now today we're going to work on the notification after you purchase after you rent the apartment, and then what happens when if you don't pay your bills, and then so let's get it cracking. Let me pull up my notes so that way we can speed this along. Let's see. Apartment. I need the UI. And what is this? Notice widget. There you go. There we go. So let me close these and excuse me. Let's go to apartment UI. And let's see, can I copy this? Yeah, we can just copy this. Let's open the lease UI. Let's copy this. All right. Let's get the size box, grab it, and let's create a new widget, or let's duplicate the default one and call it this is notification UI. And then what we're going to do, open this up, paste this, and let's start removing some things. So the scroll box, we could just, no, not the whole scroll box, because we need this. Let's cut this out of the scroll box, and let's just delete this. Nope. Let's just delete all the containers inside of it. And this size box, yep. Matter of fact, we can just move the header out of this, delete the scroll box. And let's put a padding to the top about 50. And the scroll box don't even need to be that big. We can just put it like 400. That might be too small. Let's say 5. And then in the vertical box, we can place the button again. And let me copy these texts. but we need a text. Okay, let's add it to the size box above the agreement button. It should be. Yeah, there we go. And let's or you can put whatever you want in your text. Without, I'm gonna put this, and you can say auto wrap. And let's make this color. Let me grab the color real quick, and I'll show you what it is. It's pretty much black with the opacity of 0.7. And then inside, that's the vertical box. I think we can just give it a padding of 15 or maybe 25. Yep, 25. And this can just be notice of eviction, like so. And let's put a padding at the bottom on this, so about 20 or maybe 40. Yep. And like I said, you can make yours however you want, but me, I have a little design that I have. Copy this, and inside of, because the look doesn't really matter. And, you know, you can have your own look if you want, you know. So, but for me, I'm just doing mine like this. And let's put a padding at the top, -60. Yeah, -60. And let's grab the color for this. Paste. So it's basically 0.7 again. All right. And what it is, 1718 is for the font, it's 18. And I believe the line height was about 1.1 or 1.2 or 1.2. Yep, kind of like that. And we can just make this one fill, so it pushes the agreement at the bottom. And we can say pay rent now. And we might even do the pay rent now, even though I don't have it in my other project, but we're gonna try to do it now on inside of this. That way, you know. Okay, so let's exit that. And okay, let's go to Partner PC and find a space, and you know the drill. Let's say create. Let's say server create notification UI. You can grab this, you can do client create notification UI. Let's put it right there. And this one on client, you can do create widget and notification UI. Do we really need to promote this to a variable? Oh yeah, we might need it. Eviction UI. We might need this in the future, so let's do that. And let's check to see if it's valid. Okay. If it is, add to viewport. and then pass this. We don't even need to show the notification or anything. Okay, and we can say after, let's pass the delay, let's say after like 5 seconds, we can grab this, and if it's still valid, we can say remove from pad. Remove from pad. And client create notification. Ooh. Client create, let's say eviction notification UI. So that way we know the difference. Client create, yep. Just like so. And change widget, eviction widget. Okay, put that in here so that way we know what it is. Oh, while I'm saying eviction, that is the lease. Create lease notification. Lease widget. And that's the lease widget. Okay, that's what this is. Okay. So if we go back to the UI, go back to where we accept this. Okay, and matter of fact, we can even do it here. See if everything goes well, like down. Oh yeah, we already did the payment. Yep, we already did the payment and everything. So everything goes well and everything is smooth. We can just call server create this widget. Wait, is that what I call it? Server creates lease notification. Server create. I guess I never renamed the lease one then. Create lease notification. Make sure you name them so that we don't get confused and you don't send me a million texts or DMs about, hey, my notification is not showing up. Make sure you can tell the difference which one is which. Okay, so server create lease notification. So now let's go see. Server client. The server go over here. Client go over here. Give them apartment 2. You see, there you go. And I think we need to enable that button. Okay, somehow it's, yeah. And we also need to rename this. Need to rename this lease notification, so we don't get things confused. Yep, like so. And then when we click this, well, matter of fact, we don't even need the button because this is just a notification. We don't need the button. What am I doing? We don't need this button. Size. You can just leave it like that. Yeah, we don't need this button. top matter of fact pattern. Yep. And this guy bottom can be 20 or 30. Just like that. Yeah, like that. And for you, my friend, we can just, instead of being 60, let's do 40. Oh, 50. Maybe 50. Yep, that's cool with me. And remove that. That's the notification done right there. So one more time. Let's go. Event. Got that. And then there you go. Yeah, so we do need to kind of, let's see. Here, give it a delay also. Let's say like 2 seconds. And then we show it. Because you don't want it to just pop up right after that. It'll look weird. Let's try the server now to make sure it's working both ways. And this is what I mean by we need to do, you can do a like case sensitive. You see how I just type tray however and it still work? You can do case sensitive if you want. So come on. With 2 seconds, here we go, 2 seconds and show the notification. But also we need to put the notification, instead of being straight in the middle, we put it top like that. And then give it a pattern to the top a little bit. Like 50 will do. Okay. And then after 4 seconds it should go away. I didn't check that, but after 4 seconds it should go away. Tray. It's doing my searching. Come on. One, two. You see the notification? Yeah. And I think that might be a little bit too big anyway. So put this in the center. And let's say header top, let's do 30. And let's drop this text a little bit. Let's do 22. Just like with this button, let's do like 300. Yeah. Just like that, and you can go down to 15 and make sure the text is center like that. And then the size box, let's make it a bit smaller, like right there. Okay, so this is cool. We know the leases is working, and then we can move on to what happened with the when you don't pay your rent. So let me go pull up my note, apartment, and let's see. Can interact, flip flop. What is this? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm looking for PP apartment. When you press this is the can interact with interface. Flip file, set material, get BBC office. Create UI. Oh, it's inside the door. I'm over there looking at the wrong thing. My bad. Yep, it's inside the door. Okay, so we need to open the door, and then in here, this is where we check in to see if the apartment is locked by the manager. We just said locked. I think we can. Yeah, we can do that now. So if this guy we can't do that now. Okay, give me a second. Two. We got two. Notification shows up. You can't open two. And me as main menu. Ooh. Yeah, we need to undo this because I still need to be able to see the apartment and be able to lock him. So I'm guessing we didn't even do the lock part yet. Oh yeah, pretty sure we didn't do it. So let's go. Let's go to UI and let's find. What's this? Okay, let's, nope. Unique entry, let's hide. Come on. Let's hide this. Okay, this whole thing. And this one, we need to see it. Open. Now we need to go down here. Up here where we say build apartment, we check in to see if it's available. We need to remove this because we don't want yeah, let's remove this. All right, let's remove this, and it might be another way I can't do this. So if I go and try to rent this guy the apartment, right? And he got this. Oh, go away. Alright, so technically the apartment is rented to him. Now if I go like this, main menu, apartment, I should be able to still see that. And I don't even think this, okay, this is working. So if I go here now, yeah, this is working. Now he can get in. Okay, so just make sure where the place we have it build apartment buttons, right? Like that, or whatever you call it, where we're showing all the, where we're listing all the apartments, remove the is locked by manager or show it by availability. Remove that for now. We can do something else if the apartment is being rented already, so that way we know which one is rented or which one is not. But let's continue. The only thing we technically have to do, we can just go here to the where is it? Go here, and then down here we can duplicate the notification and we call it eviction UI. And then this is where we need to add the button. So let's just steal this button right now. Let's grab this, copy this button, this is where we need to put the button. So in vertical, add it, and then make sure this is a little higher, like that. And we can say pay rent now. And let's call the button pay rent BTN, and let's add an on click on there. Oops, where is it? Where did it go? Add it on click. Let's leave it like that for now. And we can just copy this whole thing except for this. Copy this whole thing and duplicate it and call this one server show eviction notice. Okay, make sure it's run on server, and this one make sure it's on client, on in client, and then we call this one client show that. Okay, and then we can just replace this, delete this, and then look for the eviction UI and promote this to eviction. Let's go rename this because this is the list notification. That's what this is. And then this one needs to be the eviction UI. Replicate and add, and then let's go steal some of the, do we even have any? No, we don't. Get player controller. Matter of fact, let me do this. Inside of the function library, let's create a AC show cursor. How do you spell it? Like that? I have no idea. And press this. We can say get player controller world context, I guess. Let's press this. Set show mouse cursor. Oh, I guess cursor then. I'm trying to, French. Let's go a cursor like this. It's my cursor to true, and we can say, oh no, like this. We can say show cursor. If this is true, branch. If this is true, we set show mouse cursor to true. And if it's false, set it to false. And then we can also add another one too, to say UI only question mark, and we do another if. Yeah, make it go both to both. If it is, we can say set input mode to UI only if it's true. If it's not true, we can set input mode game and UI, and we can pass that as a widget to focus. Okay, so now anywhere we are in our thing, we can just say JC set what did I call it? I already forgot what I called it. Show cursor. So now we can go anywhere, we can say JC show cursor, and then boom. That's returning get player controller, I guess. Controller. Yep. You can just say that, and then show cursor, yes. UI only, no. Widget to focus will be this. So this is a global function pretty much. You can access it anywhere. Okay. And this called show eviction, and then inside of the door, the door, where are you? See door, if it's locked by the manager, right? We get the character. We get our character. Where are you? Let's put it in reference. We get the character, and we can say we can get BPC apartment apt, and then we can call show server show eviction notice. And if you want to pass a certain type of message, you can do it like that in here. So let's see. Let's go for the client server. Like that. And when we create the cars and other things, we're going to create the ability for officers to give them ticket or criminal record when we're doing the arresting and all that stuff. But for now, we're going to have to do it manually, pretty much, until we add that functionality, right? So boom, now we get our thing. We can go in our house, open the door and everything, right? And yeah, I'm going to fix this thing too. So now if I come, me as the manager, if I come and go to apartment 2, lock the door, see door is locked. Now if I come over here, there you go, we get the notice. But we need to change, wait, why we are seeing the eviction notice? This one, hold on, that's not the one we should see. Did I change it? Apartment, apartment. UI eviction, and let's open that. Come on, eviction UI. Yeah. Oh, I know why. It's because this is still set to collapse. Okay, and the other one should not say eviction. It should say welcome to your new home. That's what this one should say. Or whatever you call your apartment. It should say welcome to your new home. Yeah, this one should say welcome to your new home. This is the lease notification, and this one is the eviction, right? Yeah. So now let's even though I don't have this in my other project, but let's try to do this in here. So BPC, let's remove the door. Let's kind of remove this and go back here. This is lease, and this is eviction widget. eviction widget. Let's grab this, dump them over there, and somewhere along these lines, let's create what happened when we paid the rent. Okay, give me 1 second. I know this is tedious, but trust me, this will help you in the long run. Right now, you may not see the point of this, but it's a good thing to do. So let's say server pay apartment rent. Reason why I call it that is because we have the other pay rent and we don't want to confuse ourselves. And we can say, I think this one should be a multicast. If not, we can come back and fix it, but it should be a multicast. And here, let's call this right away. MC pay apartment rent. Like that. So the first thing we're going to do, we get the apartment ref. Let's see. When we rent the apartment, what did we do? We rent. Get the door, set the thing. BP list. We need to know exactly which door. Yeah, so this is renting the apartment. So pretty much need to do kind of like do the same thing down here though. But this is giving me let's go to the character, right? And let's go here. That's apartment ref. Character tenant. Okay, let's see. Where are we using this? Are we using this anywhere here? We're probably not, but let's call this one. Matter of fact, let's come on. Delete. Seriously? Let's call this one room apartment. So what this is when, okay, let me add it to a category. Business. This is for when we are buying business or interacting with an apartment. This is if we rent apartments, okay? So that's the difference. So that's the difference. So let's get in here, let's say, where is it? The door. Oh, this needs to be a door reference, right? After we pay, yeah, this needs to be the door, a door reference. Let's move this back a little bit. Let's change this to EP door, apt door. That's what this needs to be. And then here from the character, we can say set room apartment and make sure it's replicated because I already almost messed up. Okay, let me unplug this. No, plug this back up, unplug this, and this. This is room. This is the room. We're getting the room with this one. Okay? And this is setting the tenant. So go back to your character, make sure this is replicated, and in the business side, make sure this one is replicated as well. Replicated. Yeah, make sure it's replicated. The reason why we're doing this is so that way we can know which apartment belongs to us. Okay, so we're setting the apartment right here. So down here, we can just say, instead of, we still need to, do we need to get it up? No, we don't need to get the apartment. We can just get our character, and then we can say, get room ref. Okay, and room apartment, and then this one we can get name from this one, so that way I'm gonna show you. Hit string. Now if I do like this, and then this guy, right? You know what? Since we're not using it, let's get rid of it. This was for aesthetic. I wanted to have something nice, but whenever I create the proper chair animation, then we can add it again. But for now, we don't need it. So if I come over this way, let's see what happens if there's no record. Okay, yeah, it's still showing like no result. Okay, it went back to the no result, but we need to add some stuff to that. We're gonna do it in another video, but I'm glad it's working. So if you type a name that doesn't exist in our database, we're not gonna get anything back. Okay, that's good. So let's put the name. Like I said, on this input, you can make it case sensitive if you want. I think you can drag the note and say case sensitive, and it's gonna make sure like the capitalization and everything works properly. Okay, so let's grab you. So now, yeah, we also need to change the text too. All right, so now everything works properly. All right, now if I black this, go apartment 2, lock it, and why is my text still not showing? And then why is it still showing this thing? Wait a minute, what's going on here? Let's go to door. What am I showing? Show eviction notice. Eviction UI. Why is it still not showing? Huh? Am I making mistakes over this way? Eviction. Ha! See? See? That's why you don't copy and paste stuff. There you go. That's why you don't copy and paste stuff. Make sure you change that on the eviction. Make sure it's the eviction stuff that's showing. Okay? That's why you don't copy and paste. Don't be like me. Okay, so the 4th or 5th time is the charm. Let's do it with the client this time. We have the server come over this way, and let's get your name here, sir. And then now we get the welcome to your home thing. Okay, like I said, everything's still working. We need to change the text. Why is it doing it? Why are you doing this? You know what? I need to check it to find out why it keeps jumping to this. Home, apartment, lock it, And then if I go here, why is it still showing welcome to your home thing? Okay, this is yep. I'm still doing it. Client show eviction notice. You see, don't copy and paste. You see, make sure you calling this, not the least one. Make sure you calling this. So it's server show eviction, client show eviction. So if you click down here, bring this over here. Yeah, make sure you don't be like me. Don't be like me, guys. Make sure you do it the proper way. Okay, and let's go like this, give him 2, and then at the same time, just for the sake of it, let's just lock it. Even that's bogus, but let's just lock it for the sake of it. There you go, it's already locked. You already didn't pay your rent. Now we see it. Eviction, yeah. And now when we hit pay, oh, I didn't even call it. Okay, hit pay. If I go to the, let's close all of this now. If I go here and go this, we can just say get the character, and we can do server pay apartment rent from the BPC component, apartment component. You see, it grab it for us. Grabs it for us, right? And then that brings us over here like that. So let's try it one more time. Search like that, and then come on, buddy. 2, boom. You over there, grab it, and let's lock it. Let's be a douche and lock the apartment. And if you go over here, oh no, I just paid for it, and then it locked me out. And now you see it says apartment 2. So now we know exactly which apartment it is. So what we can do now, we can get the apartment. We can also get player info, and we can break it. What we're doing is we're checking to see if we get our money, see if it's greater or equal to rent or price, the price of the apartment. If it is, we can set members for now. We can do get the rent, subtract, get our player money, subtract the rent from it, and then we set our player money to that, whatever's left. And then I think it's in the door, right? And then from the door we can say set is locked by a manager, because we just pay our rent, and then now we set it to true. Okay, and then we can also say JC show mouse cursor, and we can get player controller. Nope. And UI only, nope. And widget to focus, we can just leave it like that. That we do this just in case if they were like, we can remove the mouse cursor and everything. Or widget to focus, we can still get this one, the eviction notice, and then we do that. Okay, and then we can just server create. We can just create a regular notification. I guess I didn't have it here then. We don't have to. Let's just say print string. We can say rent paid, like that. And then if we try with the client this time, search, apartment 2, and then let's lock it. And we can go over here, get the apartment. Now, if we let this go, we get the notification, pay the rent. We also need to remove that. It seems like nothing is happening. Then we call this. Hold on, let me see. Let's do print string here and do not enough cash. Let's see if that's what the problem is. Or let's see if this thing is not valid. Room not valid. It should be, but let's do a check. Multicast server. Let's check. Let's run on the server this time. Okay. 2. Show that. Let's lock it. Get that. So it shows over here. And we should also, yeah, you see, it's removing money from me, but this is not unlocking. And oh, I need to set this to false, and then this widget, I also need to remove the widget. Set this to false here. We say if it's valid, we can do remove from parent, like that. But it didn't do anything with the client. Let's try this with the client. We're gonna try this with the client. And let that go up. Did I like it? No, I guess I did not. Okay, now it's like that. Now if I go like this, hit that. Oh, so the room is not valid on the client. See? Let's see why is it not valid. It's replicating. I wonder should this be a client thing? Let's see. after that, let's do that. That was a client thing then. But we need to also, after that, we also need to destroy that box, or at least set the visibility to not visible. You see, because now everything still works. He can still get inside of his house like that. So, and after we do that, so make sure this is client side. So it's a client pay rent. Make sure it's client pay apartment rent. And then, yeah. And then we can remove this. Now that we know it's working. Okay. And then I know it's inside of the door. What do I call it? That's door mesh note. And from the door, we can get the note from this room apartment. Get note. And from our player character, we can say, oops. Oh, but this is not an actor. We can just say server hide component static mesh. Yeah, we don't even need the collision. Yeah, so let's try this again. So this time, let's rent apartment 1, because we've been renting apartment 2 for the longest. Let's rent apartment 1. Let's show apartment 1 some love. So we go to 1. Everything's still working. Yeah, I definitely need to check that, because I don't know why it's still going to this. And it only happened on the server too. So let's, see, he's doing it over here too. Let's show apartment 1, lock 1, yep. And then do that, pay the rent, it goes away. And we can open it back up. There you go. I don't know why it's, yeah, the collision, we still need to pass the collision. Let's go, we were in the right path. Let's make sure if both of them is valid before we do it. Where we said MC hide component. So let's get the collision to only do this for the collision is valid. Because if we don't have any collision, we don't even need to hide anything. That's why we were getting that error. And then same thing for the door mesh. What do I have? 2. Yeah. And this one is the static mesh, right? Static mesh, yep. So let's delete this, add this straight up, and let's do is valid. Only if they're valid to do these things. Yep. We didn't even, this video been so long, we didn't even have time to do the business. I guess we can start on the business in the next video, I guess. But I'm going to show you what I have so far for the business. So let's get out of this way. Come on. So pretty much we have open sign or whatever, if the business is open or not. Some weird lighting going on. But before you can, no, that's not even the business. This is the town hall. So what this is the place where you go to get licenses to open this business down here. Okay, so let's say this is a clothing store, gas station, or whatever. The type of business whatever the type of business you're trying to open, you're gonna need a license for that first. So in order for us to open a business, we need to go here. But this, I might change this. Don't really pay attention to this. I might change this. So when you show up here, it says, hello, what can I help you with today? If you say more info, I didn't do anything for it yet. But if I do like buy license, it shows all the available licenses I can purchase. So I can get liquor license, clothing license, gas station, whatever. Because I think Matrix had me asked to do this. I don't know. But yeah, you can add as many licenses as you want as long as you're willing to do the work because the way I'm trying to build a business, you can build on top of it. If you want to add different sort of business, you can just follow the same logic and you create your own whatever business you want to create. But I think I'm only going to add 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I think I'm going to add these 6 businesses. I don't know what those 2 are going to be, but I know for sure we're going to have this, we're going to have that, gas station, and probably a grocery store because we're going to need something to buy food. And then, I don't know, leave in the comment what other businesses you want to see. And if I have time, we can do them. But for now, I know for sure we're going to have liquor store, like clothing, gas station, and then can be a gun, whatever I guess it might be. And then when you click them, depending on how much money you have, or when we click them, it's going to show us a page of what the business allow, not allow, how much taxes it's going to come out there every year or every month. And then when we click the accept, and then we buy the business, right? Do I even have the exit? No, I do not. No. We purchase the license, and once we get the license, this is where we can go. I mean, it's just for some businesses, you have to have the building first before they give you the license for the business. But for me, we can do it both ways. We can do it where you have to already have a building that you rent already, and then you come get the license, or you just get the license and then you go get the business, depending on the type of business, right? So once we get the licenses and stuff, and then we can come down here. Let's say this is the business, door opens, and then and then what's gonna tie into this is the same thing we are going to use for placing the furniture, right? There's gonna be some businesses that's already come equipped with all of the stuff, like they already have. Don't worry about these. Yeah, this is a placement. I need to remove. Yeah, there's gonna have businesses that come with stuff already placed inside of them, right? So, and then if those things, some of these businesses gonna have those, and then they're gonna be building where you rent, or you buy that's empty, and then we can use the same menu we're gonna use to place the furniture, so that way you can set up your business. Let's say I want my counter to be over this way, and I want the rack for my business and everything like that. Let you decorate your business how you want it to be. Okay, so if you have anything that you want to see, or if you have any ideas, leave them in a comment. Don't be shy, leave them in a comment, and then I'll try my best to implement as many as possible. So thank you for watching, and if you like the video, please give it a like. It helps the channel grow, and share it if you think you know somebody that will benefit from what I'm teaching. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.